Hey, this is Jason Cass with Virtual Intelligence here, and you need to know the questions that you need to ask when you're dealing with a VE company. You sure do. And I want you to know the good news is in 2014, I was just like you. I was out there trying to find and knew there had to be a better way. Labor costs were going up. The type of tasks that were needing done were not needing to be done by this type of person that I needed. And I just knew there was a better way. And the good news, though, is for you is that there are resources and information. And here below in this video and in this blog where you're finding this, you will find the questions that you need to ask. It's really not hard to make the correct choice. You just need to make sure you're asking the right questions. Now, make sure that you research the virtual employee company. That's really, really important because you've got to find out who they are. And there's a bunch of resources that you can use. But one of the most important is ask agents, friends that you know. Have they had a VE before and are they using one now? And it's always important to ask them where they were before because a lot of people have had bad experiences. Hence the reason why, if you know the story of VI, I got into this business to make it better and to weed out those who are not doing things ethical. The second thing that you can do is I actually wrote a blog. You could go to virtualintel.com. That's INTELL.com. And you can look and see there that I wrote a blog called, In My Opinion, the Best VE Companies Are. And I lay out 4 of the best right there. And that right there will help you narrow down your research. And I also did a podcast, which you can, once again, the links to all this are in this blog. The link to that, or the name of the podcast is The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly of VE Companies. And for about 35 minutes there, I take what's in this blog and I expand on it. So you're going to want to definitely check that one out. There's 3 areas of questions really that you need to ask a VE company. So just think of it this way. All your questions, maybe the ones that I'm giving you here, maybe there's others that you want to include. You should always focus in these 3 areas: their people, their process, and their protection. Those are the 3 areas that pretty much any question you need to know is going to be in one of those 3 areas. Questions about their people. Now, this is the key here. We have found out that there is nothing that is more important than the quality of the type of person that you have. All the other, the process and the protection is vital as well. But we have found that if the VE company that you are going after does not pay them enough, they will leave you for the slightest bit of increase in pay, the VE will. Even though they love you, they got to do what's better for their family. So don't go with a VE company that's paying people really little. They shouldn't do that. But quality people cost money. And if you also find that you don't find a quality VE, you're going to find out that they're not quality after you spent months training them. Once again, I own an agency. I understand that's a lot of time and effort that you don't want to lose. And that's why the people are the most important. And the questions you should ask them is simply who are their people? Explain to me where they get their people from. Do they pay their people? What are the kind of experience do they have to have? Do they have to have what kind of requirements do they need to have? What are some prior jobs that they were doing before? Do they provide any health insurance, retirement, benefits? Are they paying their taxes? How are they treating and who are these people? It's one of the most important areas. And in this blog, I lay out some more of those questions. Questions about their process. This is huge as well, because you'll hear a lot of people, a lot of my competitors will say, hey, we have a 2-week process or we have a 3-week process, and then we put them in their agency. This is something you need to know about. Like, what does that look like? How are they finding your people, right? Are they vetting these people? What kind of requirements are they requiring them to have? But then also the process they put them through. Are they teaching them what it's like to be in an agency? Are they discussing the concepts of what it's like to be in our culture, in our America? Are they teaching them the insurance knowledge they have? And then when they put them into the agency, are they teaching them then the specific agency processes and procedures of that agency? Is that something that they're doing properly? Are they teaching them the type of technology that's going to be in your agency? Right? And then when they put them into your agency, how long is that first process we just talked about? And then when they put them in the agency, is there any kind of guidance? Do you kind of help or hold their hand down the line? Because all good VEs should do that. And I'll just tell you, because I'm the one making the video, at least I can tell you this. Most of my competitors have a 2-week onboarding process. We have a 60-day, that would be 8-week onboarding process, right? Takes a little bit more money, but that's what you get when you deal with virtual intelligence. Questions about their protection. Wow, if there's nothing more important, and I understand, right? The process is important, the person is important, but we have to think about it. We have our customers' information and we're sharing it across the internet. It is our obligation to not only protect our business, but to protect the information. Now, a lot of the competitors out there, they are creating their own technology. And those are some of the questions you need to ask them. Like, why, who manages your technology? Do you source that out to a third party? If you do, who are they? And what are the specifics that they include? If they're not, why are you doing your own technology? What makes them feel as if they are as good as a technology company could possibly be who does this every day? You want to ask them about their processes on multi-factor authentication, right? Is it encrypted? Are they using cloud servers? Is there any kind of protection, video monitoring, encryption? These are the questions that you should be asking along with the others that I have in the blog below. Protection is vital, and this is where it costs the most for a VE company, and this is where they cut the corners the most. Now, here's the other thing too, is ask to verify, right? So you've literally talked with them. You've been asking them about their people, their process, their protection, and they're giving you all these answers, but just don't take their word for it, right? You should be investigating. When someone talks to us, what we do is we don't give them a list of a couple of our customers. We give them a list of every one of our customers, and we say, here, you choose which one that you want to call. And I recommend doing the same thing. If you have a VE company that only wants to give you a couple of them, they're probably giving you just the ones that they're really good at. But regardless, call them, pick up the phone and talk to that agent. Agents are here to help agents. We don't want the other agent to have any ill will or have a bad experience, because we're all in this together in this industry. So be sure to pick up the phone and ask the questions. Verify the things they told you about the people and their benefits and how they pay them and where they were and the kind of quality, right? Ask them about the onboarding process and did it work? How long was it? Was it successful? These are the type of questions. What is their protection? Do they have MFA? Is it working correctly? Describe some of the things that they had told you and ask the person on the phone to verify. So that is some of the things you should do. And I give you a couple more of those questions here. But at the end of the day, I hope that I have given you the best questions you possibly can, because I believe that if you are an informed insurance agency owner, you are going to make the best decision. And by making the best decision, this is one of those decisions. It's just as important as hiring a CSR or an account manager or a senior account manager or a producer or a CFO or even somebody you're going to go and do business with. This is someone that's going to be with you for the rest of your life. I know it seems hard to believe, but when they come into your agency, and keep in mind, I have 11 between my companies, 6 in my agency. These VEs are part of who we are. They're part of our staff. They're part of our team. They're part of our family. They're part of us. And I hope now that you have the questions to be best informed. If you want to reach out to me, feel free to reach out to me at jason@virtualintel.com. That's virtualintell.com. If you have any questions and you want to reach out and discuss more about this, I will dive deep into you. As you can tell through this video, I have a passion for this. Reach out to me at jason@virtualintel.com, or you can call me at 618-545-9840. That's my direct line. I look forward to hearing you and talking to you more about virtual employees and the wonderful things that they can do in your agency.